Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Saviriyam Karavai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. My dear brothers and sisters, I welcome you all to this important 4 days program on yoga for hypertension. As we all know, about 12 years back, we did a pan-India diabetes control program. And after completion of that, we were able to produce nearly 40 research papers, and the American Diabetic Association gave a big award saying that this is the fastest, biggest ever in the history, because we have tracked 2.5 lakh people, and in a record time of 3 months, we screened everybody and gave them 3 months yoga training and shown that the severe become moderate, moderate will become mild, mild will become normal. Yoga, therefore, is a great panacea for diabetes, we had shown. And now we are launching the hypertension program. So, what is the role of yoga in hypertension? What is the role of yoga in all these non-communicable diseases? While the allopathic system or the modern medical system has brought tremendous dividends in the last century, it dealt with all infectious and contagious diseases. Very powerful vaccines were made, antibiotics were created, and we were able to take care of this infectious and contagious diseases. We were able to cure them. Therefore, the World Health Organization announced that yes, now we can bring health for all by 2000. But what happened? As we reached the end of the last century, the NCDs started growing in a very big proportion. They were called as mind-body diseases. They were called stress-related things. But now the latest name is non-communicable diseases. Asthma, diabetes, hypertension, heart problem, epilepsy, migraine, irritable bowel syndrome, cancer, and all these have started mounting up day by day, day by day. Now the numbers have started exploding, exponential proportion. And in our prevalence study, we found that diabetes used to be about 4 to 5% in our rural areas. Now it has doubled, 9 to 10%. In the urban areas, it will be 9-10% and doubled to nearly 19-20%. Look at the big burden, financial burden in the country. What to talk about hypertension? Today, 20 to 25% of things are there, and probably in our prevalence study we may be able to see it also might have doubled. So, why we have not been able to deal with allopathic system, these ailments? Because there is a fundamental reason. The reason is that the modern medical system is based on modern science, which is essentially matter-based paradigm. What do I mean by that? In modern science, as the whole process of medical system developed, Newton and Descartes started the ball rolling in search of reality. We went on understanding this physical world more and more. And after 400 years, we have come to a phase, we understood everything in the physical world is made out of molecules. Molecules are made of atoms, protons, neutrons, fundamental particles, and they are all made out of packets of energy. Therefore, everything in the physical world is nothing but energy. Energy field. Then we also understood the laws that govern them. Newton's laws of motion. The three laws of motion that we all studied in high school days. That's known as classical mechanics. According to Newton and Descartes, in this world, everything is determined. There is no ambiguity. If I leave a stone, 1 second is going to come down 32 feet. You launch a rocket to the moon, every millisecond you can track where is the satellite going, where is the rocket moving. Everything is mathematically precise. This was understanding for a very long time, almost 300, 350 years. But then came another big breakthrough. When matter-energy unification came up, everything is made out of matter, is made out of energy, then the laws that govern them were not adequate to be described by Newton's classical mechanics. You have to go to the more generalized laws. Why? Because if you leave an electron can come down, it can go up also. It can go to the front, to the back, to the right or the left. In fact, electron develops like a globe. So you cannot say where will be the electron after 1 second. It can be here, it can be there, far away also. Therefore, the determinacy collapses. That everything in the physical world is determined is no more true. When you go to the subtle world, so we developed what is called the probabilistic mechanics. From the deterministic approach to the probabilistic approach. That means we can say electron here is 1%. Probability of finding the electron here 0.1%. Probability of finding the electron far away is 0.01%. Probability can be found. Therefore, the laws that related to them are called the quantum mechanics, the theory of relativity. So we understood everything about the physical world. Anything physical, we have been a big success. Putting man on the moon, building skyscrapers, underwater tunnels, information technology, now artificial intelligence, everything has started coming in a big way and giving a tremendous amount of dividends. Sitting here, we can converse with people all over the world. And the whole world has been shrunk into a small village. And fantastic growth has come. Very powerful pharmacological intervention and 5,000 types of surgery. You can change every part of the body, and even people are racing to change even the genes so that your entire personality can be changed. All that have been done. But what is happening to science? Science is moving further from understanding of the physical world to things which are beyond the physical. What is it that you call as prana? What is mind? What is the difference between mind, emotions, intellect, consciousness? Into this region of subtlety and causality, the science has started moving. Therefore, anything related to these aspects, we have no solution. Stress is one such. NCDs belong to this category. Because asthma or diabetes or cancer are not merely physical. If for physical, we would have solved it. Mental restlessness, emotional upsurges, due-to psychological conflict, everything is at the base of this ailment. So they are all multidimensional, physical, mental, emotional, intellectual, and therefore it's a very complicated, sophisticated challenge that we are facing in the NCDs. And the base of that, the stress, and all the social unrest, the divorces are sent, and drug culture has increased, and the whole world is in a big turmoil, wars after wars. So what is the way out? You cannot completely meet the challenge of a multi-dimensional challenge with one-dimensional solution. So that's how we don't have a solution. Once a diabetic, ever a diabetic. Once you get hypertension, it's for life. You cannot think of cure at all. If you get cancer, your days are numbered, have come to pass. So what is the way out? If modern science, modern medical world has no solution, what is the way out? It's here that India comes into picture. In our country, we have the complete understanding of the whole universe and the creation, maybe lakhs of years back. If only we bring that knowledge base, then we have the solution. What is the understanding that we had? It's all contained in the Upanishads and the Bhagavad Gita in our text. Shruti Prasthana, Smriti Prasthana, Nyaya Prasthana, Prasthana Traya, that gives the whole knowledge base. What does that say? That we are not just this physical body. There are 4 more bodies. One is known as the physical body, known as the Annamaya Kosha. Then we have the Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha, Anandamaya Kosha. 5 bodies we all have. A change in one brings changes in the other. There is a continual interaction of all the 5 bodies going on. Similarly, this entire creation, physical world, is not only physical. It is not only electromagnetic field or the quantum field. There are other 4 fields which are subtler and deeper and broad-based. The bioplasmic field or the pranic field, which is encompassing the quantum field. Then we have the astral field or the mind field, much bigger, encompassing that. Then we have the Vijnanamaya Kosha, information field, intellectual field. Then the biggest of all is the bliss field. All these fields are in continual interaction. So the laws that govern this physical thing, we have been able to understand. Classical mechanics and quantum mechanics. But we don't know about the bioplasmic field, about prana we don't know. This is where science is moving towards, to understand what is this prana, how it works, what are the laws, what is it made of, everything we have to find out. But our ancient masters, they found out everything about this thing. And they understood where this ailment starts, where this stress starts. We know that in bliss field, Anandamaya Kosha, everything is in a state of bliss. The mind is in a avyakta form. It's in the seed form. Therefore, there is no pain, there is no misery, and everything is a state of bliss. Do we have any example? Yes. Every day we go into this Anandamaya Kosha. When? Deep sleep. Dreamless sleep is called Sushupti. When you go there, your mind has got an avyakta phase, a frozen phase. So when we have a lot of pain, lot of misery, what do you want? Doctor, I can't bear this pain. Come on, make me sleep. Take some sleeping pill. Cancer pain is too much. Doctor, normal sleeping pill will not do. You must do very, very strong things. That all started doing that. So when you go this thing, you are there. The mind is not working. You don't perceive the pain, you don't perceive the misery, you don't perceive stress, so you are in a state of Ananda. From the deep sleep when you wake up, you come to this world, then pain, misery, everything starts coming up. There. So when you come into the Vijnanamaya Kosha, normally the knowledge in the highest level is complete. You clearly know what is happening, and then you are made to do the things in the right way. Our knowledge is clear there. I know that I have a diabetes, therefore I should not take sweet. I should control my food. All these things, right knowledge I have, and I follow that clearly. So in Vijnanamaya Kosha, there is no disease, there is no misery, there is no gnana. Gnana is there. That's called pramana, the right knowledge. The people in the Vijnanamaya Kosha who are completely tuned to the Vijnanamaya Kosha are perfect human beings. They know all the knowledge and follow the knowledge completely. You know. These are the examples of Rama or Krishna, not only the epic character, but such people existed in our country, in every state. Shankara from Kerala, Sant Grande from Maharashtra. Then we have Swaminarayan from Gujarat. Large number of Siddhas from Tamil Nadu. Prabhupada Mahaswamigal from Karnataka. And host of Hatha Yoga masters from Madhya Pradesh. Lahari Mahashaya, Yukteswar from the West Bengal area. This side, Guru Nanak, Punjab. All such great masters came again and again to this country. Therefore, this country is a Divya Bhumi, not just a Punya Bhumi. They were able to manifest that entire thing, the perfect human being. From there, to further construct, Agnana starts coming, and you have the wrong knowledge that sets in. That's called Viparaya, Pramana Viparaya. Viparaya means wrong knowledge. What is wrong knowledge? You're going in the evening, you see a rope, you think it's a serpent. Rajya Sarpa. Seeing a ghost in a post. You get jaundice, you think whole world has become yellow. Wrong knowledge. This wrong knowledge starts entering in. And if that wrong knowledge comes down to your immune system, you have a problem of diabetes or cancer. How? Immune system knows who is a friend, who is the enemy. Every day, millions of cells come from outside, and immune system takes care of it. We have the white blood cells. We are all healthy. Therefore, it should know who is a friend, who is the enemy. Similarly, in our body, we have got insulin. Insulin is a friend. Therefore, it allows insulin to go everywhere. So, when we take food, the sugar level goes up. Therefore, the sensors say, okay, now you send insulin to the beta cells of the pancreas. It sends signals. Beta cells will produce insulin, start sending it. When they start coming, then it will go and reduce the sugar level, and sugar level is maintained. This is the system. But if Viparaya sets into the immune system, the wrong knowledge sets in, it thinks that insulin is the enemy. Instead of saying it's a friend, it thinks it's the enemy. Therefore, when the insulin is coming up, oh, you want to go and spread all over the body into the bloodstream, I will not allow. It creates a barrier. It's called the autoimmune barrier. Therefore, insulin is produced but not available to the bloodstream. Sugar level increases. Again, signals come to the beta cells. Come on, send. 5 minutes before I asked you to do, 2 minutes before, 1 minute before I asked, come on, send. It produces more insulin and sends. Again, this is called insulin resistance. This is how diabetes is caused. The other side is cancer. So cancer cells are not powerful invaders from outside. They are not viruses. They are not infectious diseases. They are all produced in the body. In all our bodies, every day, billion cells get created. A billion cells get destroyed. So out of the billion cells, maybe 1,000 cells are not produced the way they have to be produced. They are naughty children. They don't want to follow any rules or regulations. They want to be very haphazard. They are the pop-ductists they don't want to follow. That is, the programmed cell death, they don't follow. They want to be immortal. So the immune system knows, these are children, if I allow there will be problem. So they will gobble them up, nothing happens to in all of the body. So cancer cells are there in all our body, but immune system takes care. Just like viruses, infection things from outside are taken care. But if the distortion takes place, if the viparya comes, what is viparya? Now immune system thinks this cancer are my good friends. Instead of thinking it's the enemy, it thinks it's a good friend. Therefore it allows this thing to grow. Within 5 years, 10 years, it will become a big and becomes a tumor. Then what we do? We go to the cancer specialist and they do chemotherapy, radiation therapy or surgery and remove the things. But the root cause is not removed. Therefore, in a year or 2 or 3, cancer spreads to other part and you are finished. So the root cause is the viparya. So cancer and diabetes belong to this category. Then viparya comes down to the manomaya kosha further and starts building the speed, the mind which is there. It will get into a lot of the speeded mind, faster mind, very fast mind is going to come up. Uncontrolled speed of the mind. Therefore, you start getting into problem. And uncontrolled speed of the mind is what is called as stress or the root cause for the disease. That is called Adi. Adi is the root cause for all these things, particularly hypertension. Uncontrolled speed of the mind comes down at the pranamaya kosha, creates a lot of imbalance in the breathing and makes the whole prana to move hither and thither and comes down, and at the body level it starts hitting the higher centers of the brain, and the higher centers of the brain are disturbed, autonomic imbalance, endocrine imbalance, and all these things are caused. They start coming, and the heart is going to get disturbed, and the blood pressure increases coming up. The stress reaction, as we call it, is an increased blood pressure that comes up. So what do? You go and they take antihypertensive drugs to reduce the blood pressure. But the root cause, they are not dealt with. Uncontrolled speed of the mind, haphazard mind, you continue. That is viparya, continues. The Adi continues. So unless the Adi is removed, the Vyadhi will not be normalized. What all we do at the body level can give you relief. Temporarily your blood pressure can be reduced, but the root cause, unless you remove, it will not happen. Therefore, you have to work at the root cause. So Adi has to be removed. So this is what we do in yoga. At the body level, when it has come, okay, if you take some medicine, nothing wrong in it, take it. Control the food, control all the emotions. Then we do the breathing practices. And you do the meditation. So reduce the body, control the mind. Uncontrolled speed of the mind has to be reduced. Yoga is to calm down the mind, silence the mind, tranquil the mind. Manaprashamanopaya yoga, as it is said. In meditation, you have to calm down the mind. The speed of the mind has to be reduced. So normally the mind and the breathing are connected. If the mind is very fast, breathing also is very fast. Our normal breathing is 15 to 18. And when the mind is very fast, it will increase 20, 25, 30 like this. So we wanted to test. About 20 years back, we did small experiment. We took 1,000 cases of bronchial asthma, people suffering from asthma. The average breathing rate was 23.6 breaths per minute. Instead of 80, it's gone up. People with hypertension, 25.8. People with neuroticism, 29.6. So faster the mind, breathing rate also is faster. So what we do? Slow down the breathing. This is pranayama. At the body level, it shows up as the tightness of the body, increased blood pressure. What is to be done? Relax the body. Nice asana. Shavasana is the best thing. For people having hypertension, we say, every day do 4 times Shavasana. So we develop 3 types of Shavasana. 1 minute Shavasana, called instant relaxation technique. 3 minute Shavasana, called quick relaxation technique. Then we have deep relaxation technique, 5 minutes. So we had our great cardiologist in Bombay, and he has to have a large number of hypertension. And what he did, we just prescribed Shavasana 4 times a day. 5 minutes to 10 minutes you do Shavasana. And he collected data on about 40,000 people. Everybody were able to control hypertension. Then with the Royal Free Hospital in London, Dr. Chandra Patel, and we also were there. We did randomized control trial. So when you give this relaxation technique, hypertension is going to improve. We had a long-term study of this thing, in which we showed hypertension can be normalized. Essential hypertension can be normalized. So we also done a lot of research after that and published research paper. It can be done essentially. What is the key essence? At the body level, relaxation at the body level. Breathing level, slowing down of the breath at the breathing level. Mind, calming down of the mind at the mind level. Emotional, anger, greed, jealousy, hatred, impatience should all be reduced. At that level. And have the right knowledge in this. This is called the integrated approach of yoga therapy. We work at the Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnana, Anandamaya Kosha. And Anandamaya Kosha, it should give wonderful rest, deep rest it should give. So if you do that, then hypertension can be controlled. So there is a lot of scientific evidence that has been done. Therefore, when we are going to take up this hypertension control program throughout the country, we have developed the yoga module, integrated approach of yoga therapy. And we have documented it, we have published the paper, ready for use. And how we are going to use this thing throughout the country, how we are going to find out how many people are suffering from hypertension and how we can use these things, all these things have been worked out. That is the project that we have taken. This is called as the Niyantrita Rakta Chapa Bharata Abhiyan. And I request Dr. Amit now to explain how we are going to take up these things and spread throughout the country. Over to Amit. You should come here.
Namaste.
I think all of you know about Dr. Amit. Dr. Amit is the main person who worked for this diabetes control program. He had done his Ayurveda, BMS, an MD in integrative medicine and PhD, and then was responsible for the entire diabetes control program throughout the country. Now he heads our Arogya Dhamma, which is extended bed facility we have in Prashanti Kutiram. We call it Arogya Dhamma. We don't call it hospital. Because we want normal people also to come there and then prevent disease, promote positive health. Not get sick and then come to the thing. That's why we call it as a Arogya Dhamma. So he heads that one and working under Dr. Nagendra. Okay.
First we will discuss about the hypertension. If people have a question, yoga is having effect on the hypertension or not? Yoga can cure hypertension or not? If yoga can cure the hypertension, control the hypertension, so what is the base behind it? Yoga works, but how? What is the mechanism of action? So our last 30 years of research under the guidance of Guruji and Didi, if you see the hypertension, so blood pressure is high. If you go for the blood pressure, what is the need of blood pressure? Why our body needs the blood pressure? So that is the circulation. Each and every cells, they need the nutrition, they need the oxygen. For that we need a blood pressure. Like our transportation, our roads. So roads are arteries. So like this we have the blood pressure. Systolic is 120, diastolic is 80, average blood pressure. Systolic means pumping of the heart, diastolic means relaxation of the heart. When heart relax, then why we have the pressure? Okay, pumping is a pressure, it's okay 120. But it relax when blood comes to the heart. Why we have the pressure? That time our artery, they constrict and they maintain the pressure. If they will not maintain the pressure, then brain will not get the blood. So that is the systolic and diastolic. what is the high blood pressure? When there is a demanding situation, so body needs more blood. That time, brain is a boss. Brain gives order to the different organ to maintain the blood pressure. Normally, we are maintaining the blood pressure by brain only. For example, if there is a cobra now, what will do? Within a fraction of second, everyone will be out. For that, we need the high blood pressure, high blood sugar level, respiratory rate will be high, people will dilate. That is the alarming situation. Then how our blood pressure will go up within a fraction of second? First, brain give order to the psycho, neuro, endoimmunology with the system, hypothalamo pituitary adrenal axis system. They give order to adrenal cortex through the hypothalamus to pituitary, hypothalamus to pituitary, then pituitary is ACTH, then it goes to the adrenal gland, it releases cortisol. Cortisol is a hormone which comes out, stress hormone. Then on the periphery of the heart, there is a beta receptors, they receive cortisol and they increase pumping. Then pumping is more. So basic medication today we have for the hypertension, beta blocker. What beta blocker does? It blocks the beta receptors, so they are not able to receive the cortisol. Even the cortisol is more. That cortisol will damage your bone, but they are not received by the beta receptor, so blood pressure is not going up. Your pulse rate is maintained. So here yoga comes into the picture. Why we are cutting the branches? Why we are not working on the cortisol? Then you people, intellectual people, they ask the question, from where this cortisol is coming? So adrenal gland, who is responsible for it? When they ask the question, adrenal gland told, sir, I am worker. Above me, my manager, my boss, pituitary is there. Pituitary is sending one hormone, ACTH. Then I am releasing this one. You please discuss with my manager. When they ask the manager, pituitary told, above me, my CEO is there. So CEO is hypothalamus. He is sending CRH, cortical releasing hormone. When they ask the hypothalamus CEO, he told, sir, above me board of directors are there. Who is the board of directors? In our medical science, limbic cortex, seat of emotion. What are the emotions? There is a 6 board of directors: Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Mad, Matsya. So everything is governed by emotion. So yoga is having direct control on the emotion. Yoga, Chitta Vritti Nirodha, mastery over the emotion, so we can work on the root level. So whenever we are doing the Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama, slow deep breathing, directly we are able to control the HPA axis, hypothalamo pituitary adrenal axis. We have enough research on that. Another way, that is the one pathway from the brain to heart. Same time, brain send message to the kidney. Reabsorption of sodium, water retention. They don't want to release the water. They stop it. If blood volume is 5 liter, they will make it 5.25. They will increase the blood volume. When blood volume will increase, then pressure will be more. So another medication we have for the hypertension, diuretic. If anyone is taking that medication, they pass more urine, they reduce the volume of the blood, so blood pressure is less. Third one, so further we have diuretic medication. Another one we have, during the stress time, our body becomes stiff, tight. Peripheral vasoconstriction. If our arteries are this much, due to the vasoconstriction, if this lumen is less, pressure is more. So for that, we have a medication, ACE inhibitor, which help in the vasodilation. When we stretch the muscles in our cyclic meditation and different practices, or whatever the yoga practice we are doing, if we stretch the muscles, after the stretch, when we are doing the relaxation, muscular relaxation, go to the depth of it, do the vascular relaxation, go to depth of it, do cellular relaxation, then blood pressure goes down. So how this asana help in reduction of blood pressure, how pranayama help in reduction of blood pressure, how Ardha Kati Chakrasana or sitting in the tub bath which stimulate the kidney and bladder, our urinary tract, it give more diuretic effect on the system, we reduce the blood pressure. How brain come to know about the blood pressure? So they are having their agent. Here we have carotid artery. This carotid artery, inside the carotid artery there is a baroreceptors. These baroreceptors, they send message to the brain. According to that, brain increase the blood pressure, decrease the blood pressure with this pathway. Sometimes these baroreceptors become resistant. So they are not sending the proper information. Because of that, what Guruji is telling me, parayam. If they are not getting the proper information, so they are not able to manage the blood pressure. So we have a practice, neck stretch. Best practice is tiger stretch in yogasana or tiger stretch breathing, where we found it improves the baroreflex sensitivity and control the blood pressure. So I will show you the publications also. Hypertension multi-organ dimension. So there is a multiple organ involved in hypertension, including our lungs, brain, heart, kidney, liver. These are the publication, yoga and BP reduction in hypertension. All these are the publication where yoga reduces the blood pressure, yoga maintains the blood pressure. Yoga and bioreflex sensitivity. Very simple practice. If we will reduce our breath, 6 breath per minute, less than 6 breath per minute. Normally we have a 14 to 15 breath per minute. If you will take a deep inhalation, complete exhalation, at least 4 second inhalation, 4 second exhalation, so 8 second per breath. So if we take it for the 60 second, so slowly we can reduce our breath rate. And we found in several publications, if we reduce the breathing rate 6 breath per minute, we can decrease the blood pressure 20 in the systolic and 10 in the diastolic. This peripheral vascular resistance, our vessels will become the resistance. For that, yoga has improved the sensitivity in vasculars. There is several studies, RCTs, and there is a 6-month study showed reduction in blood pressure maintenance after 3 years in those who practice. So finally, we can say that yoga reduces the sympathetic arousal in the brain. It works in the lungs, angiotensin converting enzyme. It works at the baroreceptor sensitivity in the neck. At the cortisol level in the adrenal gland, it reduces the cortisol. It works at the angiotensin in the liver, renin hormone in the kidney, and peripheral vasoconstriction in the arteries, and it reduces the heart rate. And yoga manage, maintain, control, cure the blood pressure. So this is our evidence of last 30 years. Because of this evidence, so we initiated this program. This program is called as Niyantrit Raktachap Bharat Abhiyan. Why we started this one? Same project we did in the 17 and we got the best award and did the Pan India. So this is the Pan India community based hypertension control program through yoga based lifestyle modification, a prospective multi-centric RCT trial. It's initiated by our Honorable Prime Minister on the International Day of Yoga, 21st June 2019. Then Guruji has taken this mission, taken the sankalp. He formed the Research Advisory Committee, where we have the top cardiologists from all over the globe. Dr. Venkat S. Ram, he is the international coordinator. Dr. T. Boonvi, he is from Singapore. He is the known cardiologist for Asia. So these are the international coordinator. We have the national coordinator headed by Dr. M. Srinivas. He is the AIMS director and chief cardiologist in India. Dr. Rajiv Gupta, Dr. Gautam Sharma, Dr. P. Prabhakaran, Dr. Manchanda. These are the top scientists and who believe in yoga and who promote the yoga therapy. They are the interventional cardiologists. So these are in our team. This is our National Advisory Committee, Institutional Advisory Committee. What is the aim of this? To conduct a nationwide randomized control trial to offer scientific evidence based for the beneficial effect of yoga-based lifestyle modification in prevention and management of hypertension. So here we are going to develop the tool also, how to screen the population through the Indian heart risk score. These are the methodology. We are going to conduct this study in 30 states, 60 districts, 240 cluster. In each cluster, 4,000 people. So total, it will be 240,000 people. We'll do the screening, and screening will do the phase wise. This is our sample size. These are the scientific terms. And finally, 2.4 lakh screening, 30 states, 60 districts, 4,000 people per district, urban and rural. Then in the phase 2, after the screening, we will come to know how many people are the new hypertension or they are the new diagnosed hypertension, even though they are not aware, or how many people are the pre-hypertensive. Primary objective is management of hypertension through yoga-based lifestyle modification. Secondary objective is primary prevention in pre-hypertension and high-risk normotensive through yoga-based lifestyle. Because whoever is having the pre-hypertension, for example, their blood pressure is systolic is 120 to 130 and diastolic is 80 to 90. They are the pre-hypertensive. At this stage only we can bring them to normal range. So they will not convert into the hypertension. This is the overall plan, pre-hypertension, hypertension and normotensive group. This is the inclusion and exclusion criteria, who is eligible for this project. Then what are the assessment we do? We have the anthropometric data, their height, weight, body mass index. We have a physiological parameter, blood pressure, pulse rate, Brahmari, respiratory rate. We have psychological parameter, biochemical parameters, and clinical results, medication score, symptom score, and if there is any adverse effect of yoga also, that will also check. So this is the intervention. Whole thing is based on Panchkosa, what now Guruji has explained, matter-based approach versus conscious-based approach, yoga therapy, how I explain you, yoga can manage the hypertension, but how? These are the, I explain the clinical things, but how yoga works? What is the core difference between exercise and this yogasana or complete yoga? So here our approach is 5 kosas. It mentioned in Taittiriya Upanishad, whole body is made up of 5 layers. There is no one body, there is a 5 body. So Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha, Anandamaya Kosha. Guruji has explained this one, the astral field, intellectual field, bliss field. If we will see in the today's technology, modern technology, all of us are having the mobile. So this one is the physical body, this mobile. If this mobile is not charged, battery is dead, so there is no use of this mobile. So that charging is a prana. Like our body, this is a dead body and live body. What is the core difference between dead body and live body? Prana, energy, soul, whatever name we can. Then now we have 100% charging, but we don't have the SIM card. So what is the use of this one? That SIM card is your Manomaya Kosha. Now we have the SIM card, but someone is having better applications. They are having the chat GPT. So they are the more intellectual than the another person who is having better applications are Vijnanamaya Kosha. Now we are having everything, but we don't have the connection. That connection is an Anandamaya Kosha. So how we can see these 5 kosas? So for the Annamaya Kosha, we are doing loosening, breathing, and asana, ahar, kriya. For the Pranamaya Kosha, we are doing pranayama. For Manomaya Kosha, we are doing meditation. For Vijnanamaya Kosha, there is a lecture, counseling and satsang. For Anandamaya Kosha, there is a karma yoga. So we have to work in all the 5 kosas. If you will work only Annamaya Kosha, so in yoga therapy also, only we are cutting the branches, we are not working on the root. So we have to work on the root at the level of mind. We should do the meditation, relaxation, everything. So these are the publication for this. And finally, we made this protocol and we published this protocol also, yoga protocol for hypertension. These are the practice, all the people they are going to do. Then first week, we'll give 2 hours per day offline yoga for at least 5 days a week. Then we have the second week, 1 hour, then third week to 1 year self-practice, 1 hour per day for 5 days a week, and weekly once 1 hour offline practice. Then we have the phase 3. We'll take all the data. These are the funding agencies. Thank you.
So during the diabetes program, we had the support from Ministry of Health, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, and similar thing we are hoping to get the funding and other things to do these things. So that gives you a broad outline of how we are going to tackle hypertension at the individual level, how we have done the research over the last 30-35 years. We started doing that with Royal Free Hospital, London, and throughout this thing we have been done. They have been able to show that yoga works. But how to bring it to the whole country to see that the rising diabetes can be brought down. That's the project that we are going to have doing. So we are going to go to deeper levels. From tomorrow, we will take up different things. And today, we will continue to have a little practice. And bhajans are very, very important. And to give the whole perspective of the 4 streams of yoga that we use here. Jnana Yoga, Raj Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga. These are all brought forth by our Krishna Bhagavan. In the Bhagavad Gita, 18 chapters, every chapter is a yoga. And Swami Vivekananda has brought all this into 4 main streams. Jnana Yoga, the path of intellect, then Bhakti Yoga, the path of emotion, Raj Yoga, the path of willpower, and Karma Yoga, the path of action. So let us pray to Lord Krishna Bhagavan for this thing. So we will have a small bhajan, Krishna Bhagavan, so you can all follow me. केशव माधव गोविंद
केशव माधव गोविंद
केशव माधव गोविंद ho Govinda.
Purnapradya ho Govinda.
Jnana yogitum Govinda.
Jnana yogitum Govinda.
Jnana rupi ho Govinda.
Jnana rupi ho Govinda.
Keshava Madhava Govinda.
Keshava Madhava Govinda.
Keshava Madhava Govinda.
Keshava Madhava Govinda.
Samadhi Rupa ho Govinda.
Samadhi Rupa ho
Govinda.
Raja Yogitum Govinda.
Raja yogitum Govinda.
Yogi Raja ho Govinda.
Yogi Raja ho Govinda.
Keshava Madhava Govinda.
Keshava Madhava Govinda.
Deva Deva ho Govinda.
Deva Deva ho Govinda.
Bhakti Yogitum Govinda.
Bhakti Yogitum Govinda.
Bhakti Data ho Govinda.
Bhakti Data ho Govinda.
Keshava Madhava Govinda.
Keshava Madhava Govinda.
Keshava Madhava Govinda.
Keshava Madhava Govinda.
Karya Kushala ho Govinda.
Karya Kushala ho Govinda.
Karma Yogitum Govinda.
Karma Yogitum Govinda.
Karma Yogitum Govinda.
Karma Yogitum Govinda.
Keshava Madhava Govinda.
Keshava Madhava Govinda.
So an embodiment of Karma Yoga, Gnana Yoga, Raja Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. With all these things, what did you do? So Bhagavan, what did he do? Dharma Sthapaka Govinda.
Dharma Sthapaka Govinda.
Dharma Rakshaka Govinda.
Dharma Rakshaka Govinda.
Dharma Rakshaka Govinda.
Dharma Rakshaka Govinda.
Dharma Murti ho Govinda.
Dharma Murti ho Govinda.
Keshava Madhava Govinda.
Keshava Madhava Govinda.
What I do to establish the dharma, to bring the balance, to bring the whole country, the whole world into one wonderful family. That's the goal that has been set. Keshava Madhava Govinda.
Keshava Madhava Govinda.
Let us pray to Lord Krishna. Govinda Hari Govinda. Govinda Hari Govinda. Govinda
Govinda,
Govinda Hari 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 Govinda, Govinda Keshava Madhava Govinda,
Keshava Madhava Govinda.
Let's contemplate on Krishna Bhagavan. Keep the picture of Krishna, an embodiment of all knowledge, power, freedom. Imagine the vast Vishwarupa Darshana of Krishna Bhagavan spread throughout the world. Thousands of heads, millions of hands and legs and bodies spread everywhere. Front, back, side, everywhere. Nantannamadhyanna punastavadim pashyami vishveshwara vishwarupa. Arjuna is telling, there is no beginning, there is no end. It is 1,000 suns coming together. That is the Vishwarupa Krishna shows to Arjuna. Stay in that infinite, all-pervasive Krishna Bhagavan's Vishwarupa. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णं मुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
शांति शांति शांति।
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। Okay. Tomorrow we'll meet at 6 o'clock to have more practice and also understand the deeper dimensions of the entire hypertension control program. Thank you very much for your presence today.